There is few things that we didn't mention in previous videos, so let's go on the first thing that I believe is important. It's an injury. So how is that can happen to the game or to the training? So you have this reference card which will explain you. It's not complicated. So basically, if in game you have foul on your player, it's a regular foul, it's 1 roll, yellow card is 2 rolls, and red card is 3 rolls. You will roll dice, for example, regular foul, and everything is okay until you roll 6. If you roll 6, that means that your player has injury. So what is an example for red card? So you need to roll 3 times, and all you need is any number that is not 6. So for example 3, 6, so no need to roll anymore on 6. It's clearly your player has injury, and you will use token for injury. And for example, this is midfielder, let's say that is his card. This is level 1, but if he is level 3, he will have 3 skills, which mean when you cover with injury token his skills, he don't have any other skill. It's not like yellow card, which will cover only 1 skill, and if you have 3, for example, you can use it. Injury token cover all skills, and you can't use it in that game anymore. And what is important then, you will play with injury player, so you can make substitution, that's okay. But some skills, coach card, and probably mostly on coach card, you have opportunity to heal that player and remove that injury token. And if you do that until the rest of the game, that player will be healed, and he will be ready for next game and that game to play. If you end game with injury token on your player, again you need to check reference card, which told you to roll 1 more dice, and the number you roll will determine how many games he need to skip until he fully recover for his game. Same thing if you gain injury from training, player who failed the training will have injury token. And if you don't have, for example, if you're playing campaign and you don't have any other player for start the game, if you have, he will start instead that player. But if you don't have player for substitution, then you will use that player and you will play with injury player without his skills on card. So that's very short. So basically it's simple. For example, this player pass ball to this player here, right? He have full activation, but he decide to pass ball to his teammate who is here, for example. So he will try pass ball to that player. This player here can try to stop that ball, right? And you will roll at the end of this section what is going to happen. So you need to roll for short pass 1, 2, 3, 4. You will roll your dice. You have 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. You will re-roll ball dice. Of course, ball dice is 4. And now you will roll your dice. If you roll same number that is on ball dice, you will stop that pass. For example, you roll 6, it's a fail. If there is multiple player around this player, for example, again, this player, it could be from all over here, send long pass to this player perfectly in his hexagon, and he decide to pass ball to that player. This and this player, every one of them can try to stop that pass 1 time. So he will again use short pass 1, 2, 3, 4, roll ball dice, it's again 3, 1, 2, 3. Before he tried to reach that ball, re-roll ball dice, it's a 6. So basically you will roll for every one of them. So let's roll for this player, it's 4, he failed, let's roll. It doesn't matter position they are, it's important only that they are adjusted to that player. So next roll is 2 for that player, and let's roll for this player, it's 2. So all three of them fail to stop that pass. Same thing is if, for example, this player is closer to goal. I put it here so you can see. He have ball, let's say he pass ball to him, and this player is, for example, here, and he tried to shoot on this direction, right? It's not important where this player is positioning, it's important only that he is adjacent to that player with ball. So if he is here and this player shooting, he need to roll 1, 2, 3 success. He roll success, everything is good. Now he will roll ball dice, where the ball goes, so it goes on 2, it's left. And now you will roll first with that player to check can he stop that shoot. He will roll, and on 1 it's nothing. So basically only on same number that is currently on ball dice, player can stop that shoot. So here we will explain how in this game works playing with your head when the ball is basically flying through the air. So first thing to know is, for example, when this player is passing ball to this player, he can't use header if pass from this player is short pass. We know that short pass is 1 dice. If he is using long pass, it's 2 dice. So if you need, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you use 1 dice, it's short pass, you can't use your head. But if you want to use long pass, which you can if you try to risk from 1 to 3, only 4 hexagons away using long pass, of course you could roll high numbers and ball could go all over behind. But you can try that and roll, for example, this is only 6, which is not bad, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still a little bit too far away. But if you have some modification on your skill, you can short it for 1 or 2. And then what is important for player that you aiming is you can play header when the ball is going directly in your hexagon, or when the ball is landing somewhere around you, adjacent to that hexagons around you. So basically if ball is here, from, let's say he is a little bit over there, can you see it on camera? I think you can. He send ball there, short for 1. In normal game you can always try to reach that ball, but you can instead try to play with head, because I don't know, you have a player here with better skill, for example if he's attacker not defender and something like that, and you're afraid that you could lose ball if you try to reach it, which is possible in all direction. Playing with header is basically only one way, but it's spread a little wide, so I will explain that just in a second. One important thing when defender is near you, for example, so this ball lands here, both of you are adjacent to that ball, so both of you can use your header. So if your opponent say that he will not use your header, that he won't try to reach that ball, and you will use header, header always have advantage against reaching the ball, because we know ball is flying, ball is in the air for this purpose, okay? So he have advantage. If this player told you that he will try to play with head too, then between you or them is a little dice fight. Roll dice together, higher number have advantage, but in some case there is skill, header advantage. Just like card told you, that skill for your player can bring you advantage without rolling dice. If both of you have advantage, a header advantage skill, then again you will roll your dice. If only player have that skill, he can use it and gain that advantage, and no need to fight with your dice. If, for example, this player is 1 hexagon away, here or somewhere around, he's too far away, so basically he can't, let's say he's here, he can't do anything against you. You don't need to roll Any advantage for header, you are free to play with your head. And if you have header advantage skill like this card told you, and you don't have any opponent around you that you basically can use that skill, instead that skill is converted to a reroll header. There is no reroll text because it could be a little confusing later, but it's something that you gain because there is nobody around you and you have one opportunity to make that pass. Now let's check how that works. For example, let's stay here and put that player here, and you want to pass ball to him. So you always concentrate on hexagon where the ball is, not where the player is, because this is from where you're counting numbers and directions and so on, not from your space, because he jumped there, play with his head and stay there. Okay, it's like this: ball fly, hit that ball, stay in his hexagon, and ball went all over there, for example. So for easy understand direction for your ball, I create a little helper here. I think you can see. So basically, when the ball is deflected in this game, it have directions around that ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and can go in those directions. When you're playing with header, it have a little different counting for numbers. For example, you need to pass ball there, right? So you will count that middle as your main path, which is numbers on dice 3 and 4, and thing that could be possible go wrong is the ball go a little bit left from him or right from him, and those are those cutted lines between two hexagons on the left and on the right. So basically 1, 2 is that direction, 3, 4 is that direction which you need, and 5, 6 is this direction. Okay, so you can't make that bad mistake to try to foul pass to him and deflect it to him. For example, if you are in defense now and they are attacking on your goal and you want to just deflect the ball over there, it can never happen that it go behind you. But if you try to reach ball, it can happen that ball is deflected behind you near your goal. That is not good. So I create this, so it's very simple. You have ball there. This arrow show you the way you need to path you need to follow. It's 3, 4 for that direction. 1, 2 is this cutted line that connects to hexagon every after full, then cutted, then full, then cutted. So like that is here. So basically you roll your dice and you roll 6, which is this direction. Now you roll ball dice to see how far it goes. So it goes for 3. So you're counting hexagons jumping between those hexagons. In this case it's 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6 would be always following that direction. Same if you go on the left, you mistake, you roll 1, you following that path. So again roll ball dice, it's 6. So you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 following that line, and ball went all over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very simple. If you need pass to your player, so you need 3 and 4. 4 is good, that is that direction. Now you roll your dice, it's 2. So you're always counting from ball, next hexagon, so it's 1, 2. And if you have a reroll from your skill, that is for direction. You can reroll direction, but ball dice you can't reroll for how far it goes, but you can use your skill modification for short pass, because this is something like short pass, and you can gain +2, -2, +1, or that what you have in your skill. So it's very simple to understand. And now I will show you one example where you can choose this direction, which is not through full hexagon. So for example, this player is, let's say, here, and this is ball is here, and this is direction you need. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if you count otherwise like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's the same direction, but the path you need to follow is from this hexagon, not this. It's basically same direction, but in this case, if you want to aim to your player, you need to count from this hexagon. So 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the number you need is again 3, 4 is that direction you need, and that is like this. So 3 and 4 is this direction, 5 and 6 is that direction, a little bit to the right, and 1, 2 is a little bit to the left, and that's it where that ball will fly if you made a mistake. So let's roll dice. So 6, like I told you, you're always counting from left to the right, it's some kind easier. So 1, 2 that direction, 3 and 4 that direction, 5 and 6 that direction. So you roll how far, it's a 3, again 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, yes, no 1, 2, 3, there is no left to right, it's a straight path. So 1, 2, 3 is basically direction for that. So before positioning few players here, I will just show you with this pointer here some situation where the ball can be shooted on the goal. So we'll remove goalkeeper for this case. So important thing when you're playing header in success zone of 1 or 2, there is no rolling for success in that two zones. So if your player is here and ball is here, you wanna play header, you will not roll for success like you're shooting with your feet. You will roll on the direction for your ball, because it's a little bit harder to make a good hit with your head, but it's not impossible. And for that case I will show you just few examples. For example, if the bar is landing here. So one thing that I did not mention before, and it's important, when you're hitting ball with your head, the only direction you can't choose to direct ball is the direction from where your player is coming to that ball. So is he coming from this hexagon there, or let's show it here, I think you could see it better. So he's here and all directions are available to him there, only one that is not available is behind him. So he can jump forward and hit that ball, so the ball goes behind him. No, not even by mistake. So when you choose direction, maximum here to the right where he can pass that ball is like this. So this is direction he can aim, and if he roll bad ball, for example 6, that is direction that could happen, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he never can aim to that direction here, because if he made a mistake like 5 and 6, ball could go over there behind him, and that's not allowed. So maximum to the right where he can aim here. If he made a mistake, it could go here. Same is to the left. Maximum to the left where he can aim is there, and if he made a mistake, it could go there, but never behind him. So that's important to know. Let's get back here. So if your player is here in zone of 3 success and ball is here, then it's not you can't use a header like in zone 2. For example, if he's here, you will not roll for success. In this case you will use header just like here, simple passing ball to your players or goalkeeper. You can try to pass ball somewhere here, but shoot on the goal is basically not possible because it's too far away, and if you hit direction and enough for your ball to go there, basically goalkeeper will catch that ball. So important to know when you're using corner kick or free kick and trying to aim your player, and placing player is important. You will always try to aim that your player is inside of zone success 1 or 2, and if the ball goes on success of X, again you will not roll for success and not even for direction, because from there all directions lead to goal, but we'll cover that a little bit later. Let's go back here, and here for example you have 2 dots here on your board where basically your goal will be placed, but we'll put it a little back so you can see it. Why is that important? Because of direction. If direction for your ball when you're playing with your head is hitting that spot, it's good. It's considering that ball is going inside of the goal, and you will roll ball dice to determine where it goes. So like this, if you jump from here, you can aim in this direction, but you must be careful when you're choosing directions. Why? If you're choosing this direction as your main path, which means 5 and 6 goes right side from the goal, and the 1, 2 is going in left side, which is good. This line is going inside of the goal, this line hitting that spot over there. So basically that means that 1, 2, 3 and 4 are good hit, 5 and 6 is bad. Ball is going near goal, not inside. But if you choose this direction like this, now you have 5 and 6 that hitting this spot, 3 and 4 hitting inside of the goal, right? And 1 and 2 are near the goal again from the left side. So basically you have 4 numbers that are good to roll and 2 that are basically fail because it's going near the goal, not inside of the goal. And this direction, for example, is the worst, because if you hit that direction you only have 5 and 6 that going inside of the goal, 1, 2, 3, 4 goes there. So you'll try to avoid using that. So you need to think good which direction you want to use, because when you roll dice you can switch it. Oh, I will be like that. No, if you choose that and you roll 6, it's right near the goal. Unfortunately you can switch it to there. But if you have again header advantage and there is no defenders near you, you can re-roll direction and again you roll it 4, which is good, and ball goes inside of the goal. Then you roll like in shooting ball dice to determine where it goes. You hit the post and so on. That's not too important. And on decks there is no roll for direction, because all paths, if you counting like you should, you will use 1, 2, 3, 4 that goal always are inside of goal. Of course you shoot like this, it's not, but why would you use that instead of perfect shot with your ball? But let's talk a little bit about now, and the ball is landing here and you have one defender here, for example, one player is here, and your players are not on report, but let's call it like this. So in this case we have 2 enemy players that are adjacent to that ball, and only one your player. Basically both of them can react, one then second, with your player. So if this player chooses to react with both player, it goes like this. So you have 5 dice between your player, and now he chooses his player. So example, he starts first with this one, roll dice, and you won this dice battle, so he can't react against, because you won that battle. Now you will roll with him for this player. So this one lost, now again roll, now again your player is winner, which means that this player have advantage against those 2 players. If you wish, you can make some change, for example that you need 2 wins in ball fight, for example for every player that you need like a rock paper scissors game, that you need 2 1. So for example now he lost, it's 1-1, and for the last one he lost again, he lead 1-0 and he lost 2-1, but that's up to you if you want to use it. Basic rule is just 1 roll, and higher numbers get advantage, because we will not try avoid rolling too much dice. And now he have advantage. Okay, it's simple. He will jump, you choose direction to shoot, there, there or there, it's your choice. Let's say I will shoot this main direction, so fail is 1, 2, is no, if you counting like this from left to right, 5 and 6 is this direction, 3 and 4 is that direction, and 1, 2 is that direction. Now you roll your dice, you roll 4, which is basically perfect, direction which you want, and that's it. In this case you have direction you want, and you will not roll dice how far it goes. No, it goes toward the goal. there. Now you will roll ball dice to see where it goes. So in this case you hit 5, which I know I can switch it and show you. 5 is right corner, so basically you hit that well, ball goes there. Now again goalkeeper defending on 4, 5 and 6, he roll dice. 6, he jump, deflect that ball outside, we have deflected ball, roll for direction. 3 is 1, 2, 3, so basically it's in corner behind goalkeeper. Okay, let's show just one more thing. When the ball is, for example, here, and you have 2 players adjacent here and only goalkeeper here, it's basically same like this before. You have both players that can play with header and your goalkeeper is the only one, so he will have his dice battle against that player and that player if you choose to play with both in the same time. It's not play, it's react. If you choose, for example, you won't do that with this player, only this player, then again little dice fight, and now you win. You will shoot on the goal. If you lost, for example, you roll 1, he was roll 2. Now he's deflecting with his fist, he run and hit that ball from there. Again, choose direction you want to hit that ball and how far. For example, you want to shoot it there because there is no enemy player, for example. So 1, 2 from the left is that direction, 3 and 4 is that direction, and 5 and 6 is that direction. So you roll for your direction. So 2 is 1, 2, it's here, it's not bad. Let's see how far. So it's 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. So he deflected ball there. In case that you decide try to reach for that ball, for example, only this player is here, and you decide not play with header, you want to reach that ball, for example, against your goalkeeper and this goalkeeper. If he win that fight, that is goalkeeper ball. In this case, you will try to reach that ball. That's important. For example, if the ball is here from short pass, I don't know, your player is here and send you short pass here, so you basically can play with your header and both of you can try to reach that ball. Again, little dice fight. Now you lost and goalkeeper will not roll for reaching because he can jump and catch it with his hand. Of course, ball is for him. If you win that fight, you will roll again to try to reach that ball, and if you fail, you will have deflected ball. And so important is that goalkeeper will never have deflected ball in situation like this. It's important to know. And that's it about header. Well, again, same thing is with header advantage in situation where the ball is flying there. So if this player have header advantage, goalkeeper don't have, then he will have advantage against him. And if this player is 2, again both of them are stronger with him, so he will roll 5 dice with him and him. And that's it. And one important thing, I think I mentioned it, but I will say it again. If this player decide to use header and he will not use his goalkeeper, and you two roll dice for playing with header and this player won, for example, you roll 1, he roll 3. Now he have to play with header. He can't say, okay, I will try to reach it. No, you both decide to play with header and action must continue in that way, and that's important. And that's it with playing with header. You will see there's some nice spots here. I will not reveal it now, you will discover it by yourself. You have some better position to play with header from various ways, but I leave it for you to discover. And that's it for playing header. It's not complicated, and if you follow these rules, it's very simple. I hope this helps you to understand how it works. And like I told you, you will probably not use it that too often on the center, but in defense, in this situation, for example, if bar landing here, this guy could jump and hit it in that direction. You will try to jump and hit it in that direction instead of reach it and made a mistake here and deflected it in somewhere in bad position to your team. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you soon.